that you've never ever had to do before.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the website stuff, I kind of did that with my pro fishing deal, but I had some guy that was helping me, but I knew the terminology. But now the actual management of it, no, I didn't know anything about it. The sports information world, the NCAA stuff, no, I had no clue. I had no clue all the records and stuff you're supposed to keep up with or any of that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, that stuff bogs me down. I think that stuff, I hate to say this out loud, but some of that stuff is boring. And and I think that's the disconnect you lose with certain groups of people. Now, granted, there's certain groups of people that love, man, they can quote those stats and they have all those statistics and they have all that. And you're probably one of those guys, but me, I'm not. That bores me. And you could probably ask me, well, what do you think about such and such, or what do you think about those stats? I'd be like, I don't know what they are. I know we won, and that's all that mattered to me, that we got a W on that day. But I don't know that Bubba Giles or somebody like that's got RBIs, or Paul Harrison got 45 points. I got somebody else keeps up with that. So, I mean, it's just I try not to internalize all that. So I just keep building different things.
Well, you bring an awful lot of energy, as I said. But one of your philosophies is, if you can't hang with me, get out of the way. I'm going to run over you.
Well, I won't run over you. I'll just move around you. And so, the other day I was called, I think they called me Cavalier. I might go with Maverick. Might be a little better for me.
Does Sarah Palin call you?
No. But, I was called that the other day, so, that's all right. I mean, if there's a roadblock for me, I'm just going to maneuver. I'll either try to adapt to it, or I'm going to go back to my low principle. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to overcome one way or the other around it. I'll adapt to that one, and then I'll defeat it or defend against it, whichever way it is. So that's going to be my little saying at this point, because I do try to bring a lot of energy to the job, and hopefully my guys see that. Hopefully the staff sees that. And if I'm having a bad day, you'll never know most of the time if I'm having a bad day, because I'm just not going to let you see it, because then I think that brings bad vibe to the office. And as you well know, my office, which we're sitting in currently, is small, and there's like 6 to 7 people, and they're going to feel that vibe real fast if it's been a bad day somewhere. So I try to keep it upbeat, keep it lively, and I think maybe some of the close atmosphere we have in the office does help. So, it keeps us all on the same page, that's for sure.
It is different, because if you consider North Greenville not really on the mainstream of Division II or Division I athletics for that matter, it's really starting to gain a little bit of a niche in South Carolina because of your efforts.
Well, I hope so. I mean, that was my goal when I went into it, when they asked me to do it 2 years ago, which I'd never done any of this stuff. I knew you had, so you remember that phone call.
I remember that.
Hey, they want me to be the sports information director. What do you think about that? And you're like, well, are they going to get any other job? Are they going to take away a job? I'm like, no, they're going to add it on. And you were like, well, I don't know about that. And, for me, I mean, you hate to say it's down to finance, but sometimes it's a money thing, too. And I needed some extra money at that point in time. So, hey, yeah, let's give it a try. If nothing else, I mean, I'm not going to fail at it. I'll just, once again, I'll figure out some way of making it happen. So I think that's where I don't have those skill sets on certain areas. It's actually made us better, because I wasn't the one trying to do them all. And so I know I have buddies out there in the sports information world that are trying to do it all, and you can't do it all. Not if you're going to do everything you should be doing. You can't do it all.
What's the future hold for the SID office at North Greenville?
I think we're going to get bigger and better. I mean, we're adding more staff, slowly. Unpaid staff, let's get that out there. So you can do it without the pay. I mean, it'd be nice to have it, but we just don't have the pay for it. I think for us, we're going to do more live streaming. We're going to get better. Parents, this is for you. We're going to get better on the live stats, and we're going to do a better job on that. We had some technology difficulties that I've had to learn and kind of overcome, and we're going to defeat those things this next year with new Windows 7s messed around with some of that stuff. So I think we're just going to get better, and we'll make coaches' shows more exciting. We'll use more footage. We're getting better with our editing equipment. Sometimes, I wish we had a Hollywood studio so we could do all that stuff. But, I want to get MassCom more involved with us. So, and to just get all those pieces of the puzzle kind of going better together. And so we don't have that box. We got a puzzle. I just keep putting it, the pieces in. So I think that's probably where we're headed. So, and that's just one part of the job we're doing. So.
Well, President Epting said that Micah Sepko can run rings around a lot of the SIDs in the Southeast United States. Now you can see why. Well, Micah, thanks for joining us today. I know I'm privileged to be part of this thing called Sepko Productions in a real small way, but it's important to let people know that.
Don't let him tell you that. He's got a big part in this.
Now, Micah really is doing a great job organizing and trying to promote the great Christian values that we have here at North Greenville University. So, for Micah Sepko, I'm Fred Battenfield. This is Crusader Sports Network.